Hey everybody, it's Mike from Fishing the Mid-South, and I talked about previously how I had gone to Academy and had gone through their clearance section, and I kind of wanted to go through, just show you some of the items that are available instead of just talking about them. So as we enter the door, the first thing we want to do is grab a basket because my first trip through there was stuff spilling out of my arms because I was surely only going to find one or two items. So definitely grab a basket on your way in. Now we're going to head over and you can see we have the soft plastics here. So they're marked like the zoom in the upper left-hand corner is $4.99 marked down to $3.97, which is also going to be on the little green tag that's on there. But the green tag is really the important one. That is going to be 50% off of the green tag price. So in this case, the $3.97 drops down to $1.98-ish. So you're getting some Zoom plastics for $2 a bag. Next over here, we're going to take a quick look at a whole bunch of different items. There's spinner baits here. We've got some crappie jigs. We've got some frogs. Just a ton of different items here. A bunch of the Senko style baits, hooks, just a little bit of everything, something for everybody there. And here's our end cap. Here you can see we've got some spinners. We've got, again, some Senko style baits. We've got some crappie jigs from Pro-Cajun, the Pro-Cajun spinners, which are similar to the Johnson. Uh, trying to think of what they're called, but the little spinner baits. Then we've got, I saw some chatter baits and just various options here as well. So here are the rods. So the rods had been pretty well picked over for what I would want. And again, I'm looking for your heavier action or heavier power rods. I'm looking for your catfish rods, your um, or something I could use saltwater, right? I have plenty of ultralight equipment, so I did not need to be looking at more rods for ultralight. But they did have a decent number of rods there available. Next, we have some Magellan branded long sleeve onesies. Um, Definitely not something that I needed, but they're there if you need them. Now we're going to go look at some other items. So the Berkley Nessie 7s, those are marked at $7.97, so 50% off of that. So under $4, you're getting a 7-inch swim bait. Whether or not you want a 7-inch swim bait is up to you. I did pick up a couple of these and a couple of the larger ones that we'll see later because I figured I can use them when I'm down trolling in saltwater on my kayak moving from place to place. At least I got something going on while I'm moving around. We got trialing big game. This particular store, I saw the 20 pound, 25 pound, and 50 pound test. They're marked at $7.97, so half of that, so you're under $4 for I think those are quarter-pound spools. Here are the power bait Nessies again in different colors. You can also see we've got some steel leaders. They had both single dropper and double dropper steel leaders. Not something I needed, but they had them. You see, we've got some Suffix line. We've got some Gamakatsu hooks. We've got frogs. A little bit of different stuff in that one. Here, I'm not sure what that thing that I don't know what it is. The blue thing, not sure what it is, and didn't pay enough attention. But again, here you can see we've got steel leaders again. We've got again, like I said, the double and the single dropper, depending on what you want. Some Suffix line. Here's showing the single drop and the double drop rigs. So those are $8 down, marked down, of course, to $4. Down here, Again, just some more items that we had. We got some zoom, we got some crankbaits, or I'm sorry, spinner baits. You see some more trilene line over there to the left. And my point here isn't to go over each and every item, but rather to show you just what's available, some of the different options. Here we've got a bunch of soft plastics again. These are more your paddle tails, some shad looking baits, again, some more Suffolk's line. Down at the bottom, you see some spinner baits, and there's also some Strike King crappie jigs. So again, just a good selection of based upon whatever it is you're looking to fish for. Here we've got a bunch of different fishing line. That's mostly what's on this. You got again some paddle tails and some crankbaits. This particular end cap, so we've got um, some of the smaller crankbaits. Um, again, some spinner baits. Got some VMC treble hooks and some more stick baits. Now this one could be of interest to a lot of people. You get a lot of Bobby Garlands over here. So Bobby Garland's Mr. Crappie. You got some of the Strike King stuff in the crappie jig size. Again, we got some crankbaits. We got some spinner jigs down at the bottom for crappie. And I see some empty jig, some just the jig heads, and then there's some spinner jigs or spinner baits. So again, some more zoom. There's also, you see some cat cheese bait there. If you're into that kind of thing, below there you can see some more crappie jigs. Um, again, crappie jigs here and somebody's boot. A lot of soft plastics, so your bass fishermen would like those. So these are crappie jigs, um, marked down, or after the 50% off, they're going to be about $1 a piece. Some more hooks, some more zoom baits. There's a lot of these H2X brand crankbaits. They've got the premium divers, they got the shallow divers, there were some mid divers, and of course you see soft plastics in there as well. Here's a topwater special, so $1.50 for that after the discount. Bomber crankbait, again marked down to $2.97, so $1.50 basically. Some more Bobby Garlands here. I saw these Johnson Sprinters, and I got a couple of those actually. They're marked down to $2.97, so 50% off. Give you $1.50 on those, which is a good price for a spoon towel style bait like that. And here's a picture of one of the shallow divers. Another sprinter that I got. We've got some topwater plugs and a lot of soft plastics in here. More soft plastics. They have these short bunk guides if you need bunk guides for your boat. I can check the price on this. So they were marked down to 99, so $50 for some bunk guides if you need those. Those are your side guides for getting the boat on the trailer. As you can see, that talks about take the additional 50% off the price marked. That's again the bunk guides and some more soft plastics and some soft plastics there as well. A bunch of different crankbaits, whether you want the minnow style or the more chunky style. Over here, these have green tags that were in a different area, and one of the employees there actually showed me those and said, "Hey, did you see these?" So there's another like 2 peg sections on both sides of that aisle. So what, I guess 8 feet. And you see the green tags on those, so 50% off of those. You got spinner baits, you got again a lot of the soft plastics, paddle tails, a ton of different crankbaits, a lot of different options there, different colors, different styles, different sizes. Again, some of the larger stuff again, that's like the cull shads that we looked at earlier. And you can see there's a lot of the crappie jigs over there on the left side of that. We got some more pictures of the crappie jigs, crappie bodies, spinner baits. Some of the H2X spinner baits, I think they're after the 50% off, they're like $1 a piece. So they're a really good price for spinner baits if you need them. I did see some chatter baits. I don't know if they're going to show up in any of the photos, but they were definitely there. Rattle traps as well. Oh, there they are. There's my rattle traps. So $3 a piece after the discount, um, with the mustad hooks and everything. So, I mean, that's the real thing. So all in all, when I left, I spent about $50 on all kinds of stuff. Ended up getting some mono. Got 4 of those large swim baits and some jig heads and some crankbaits and some spinner baits. All in all, a very successful trip. Again, just wanted to give you guys an idea of what you might be able to find in your local Academy store. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate you taking the time out of your day, and we'll see you next time.